and I'm sitting with the newly crowned internet champion, Razer.
Yeah, thanks for having me on the show.
Thanks for coming. But I gotta ask you, man, what's up with the sword?
Oh, you mean Rhino no Shippo?
Oh shit.
I worked really hard to get that sword. You see, it's made out of iridium and adamantium combination. Those metals are hard to come by. For the adamantium, I fucking had to beat a 100 level castle just to get it. Fucking iridium, I had to face this giant vault monster, and it was right behind him. Had to kick his ass. Yeah, and then I took it to our my guild's blacksmith. He's a level 47, by the way. Other guilds wanted him too, because his fucking skills with a bow staff and shit. Yeah, but we ended up getting him. Long story short, he ended up putting it together for me. It's perfect. It means Tail of the Dragon, Rhino no Shippo.
Part of me is sorry that I asked. So, we saw that you were crowned in a Fatal 4-Way as the new internet champion. What does that feel like?
Oh, you mean my new shield? Oh, my new shield's great. It's not the top shield I want, but it's a start.
Oh. Then what shield do you want?
What shield does anybody want? They want that top shield. CWA shield.
Okay. Well, I'm going to ask you about the comeback that we saw. The training montage, I guess, if that's what you want to call it, with you and Joe. Has he been helping you train, or?
Yeah, I didn't even realize somebody was recording us. We were just fucking training and fucking saw the video. I was surprised. But yeah, I was training really hard, trying to get my levels up there.
Okay. So, anything that we see in the future from you? Maybe another run for tag team gold, maybe?
Well, maybe if my partner comes back. I don't know where he went off to. Some say he's in Japan, some say he's in Indiana. I have no idea. He doesn't talk to me anymore. He's kind of like just gone on his own adventure. We're still friends, but you know how different paths stray.
That's true. That's true. So we went on the path right now about where you want to be. I'm going to ask you about what's been going on lately in CWA. I'm going to say a name, Tony the Man Taylor. How do you feel about him starting to run things in front of the camera in the ring? And
yeah, he's kind of underhanded. A real warrior always gets in there and faces their opponent head on, not hide behind his own army. He's more of a king type figure, quotation marks, than a warrior.
Speaking of an army, he's got quite a quote-unquote army behind him. Two former friends of yours, Wolf Cage and Jeff Steeples. Then he's also got Lethal and Darren Stryker. Do you see any problems in the future with these guys?
I know Jeff Steeples and Wolf Cage pretty well. Even if it comes down to blows, I think I could hold my own with them. But Stryker's pretty strong. I've faced him. I've yet to beat Stryker, I think. Ever.
Well, speaking of Darren Stryker, he's got a shot against Chi-Town Legend for the CWA heavyweight title. Who's your money on in that match?
Chi-Town is more straight up than Stryker is, because Stryker, he's more underhanded, dirty, all that stuff. But I have to go with Chi-Town.
Gonna go with Chi-Town? Okay. Are you sure he hasn't beaten Darren Stryker in one-on-one?
He hasn't, but he has the honor behind him, so gotta root for him, you know?
All right. Good to know on that one. Now, about Wolf Cage and Lethal being handed the tag team titles, how are you feeling about that move from Tony Taylor?
Just handing him the stuff isn't right. The warrior always earns everything he has. And I don't think Lethal and Cage are a good match as a tag team to begin with, as you can see.
Why not?
Well, they don't mesh together well. Like I said, I know Wolf Cage pretty well, and I've wrestled Lethal in tag division before. We actually lost the titles to him in Chi-Town. But yeah, they're not a good mesh. Like, even though Wolf Cage is taking the more dishonorable route, he still has more honor than Lethal, and it's not a good team.
Oh, it's good to know. So, we're going to quickly go about the entity here. You beating one of their guys for the internet title, Enigma. But then you got Greg Knight and Night Terror pretty much bringing back Andrews a couple weeks ago. These guys are pretty much trying to run roughshod over everybody.
Make this statement right here: the darkness never wins. The light will prevail.
I don't know. It seems to be engulfing anything it comes across now.
It's always the darkest before the dawn.
Well put. Well put. So, no thought about Andrew coming back? What you feel about that?
I've yet to see what they're doing with him.
Well, it was a big deal. Everyone was talking about it, wanting to know where he was. You weren't one of the guys who was like...
I was, yeah, but I haven't seen when he came back yet. I was too busy training. I haven't really got to talk to Andrew since he's been released or they brought him back. So I don't know where his mind's at.
Well, we can see, we saw that his mindset really isn't here at CWA. It's almost like he doesn't want to be here.
Yeah.
Any thought what you think might be going through his mind right now? Or?
Well, who knows? God knows what they did to him. They probably tortured him, didn't feed him, all this stuff. That can break any man.
That's true, and we haven't seen Sin that much either. The man who's supposedly supposed to have been watching him.
Yeah.
So, but you have Night Terror going for the second city gold. You got Enigma. You got to be worried about him. He's going to be coming for his gold anytime soon.
Yeah.
And then you got Greg Knight. We don't know what Greg Knight's plans are.
Yeah, he's all talk.
He's talk, that's for sure. I mean, I haven't really seen him. I mean, he's gotten in there with a few people throwing blows, but he's mostly just been talking. You're right.
Yeah.
So, anyways, coming up soon, our next main event in March 14th is Warfare. Do you have any plans for that?
I don't know. They haven't named a #1 contender for my championship yet. They could give Enigma's rematch, or they can name a new #1 contender. I don't know. Well, whoever it is, I'm ready for him.
All right. So, if anyone on the roster that you would give a shot to, who would it be?
Who would I give a shot to? For old time's sakes, and try to bring him back to the light side, I'd say Wolf Cage.
Wolf Cage?
Yeah.
That man is a powerhouse. I think he'd be one heck of an opponent for you.
Yep. Warrior always loves a challenge.
So, what's the next thing on my list here? Give me a second. Oh yeah, word association time. I'm gonna start throwing out some names or some events that have happened in CWA, and just say the first thing that pops in your mind. Don't worry, it's a safe place. Lethal.
He's good talking, but he's all talk. Hides behind his army. All talk. That's my word.
Riley O'Doyle's recent push.
Bully. He's just a bully. He doesn't deserve anything. What do you mean push? Did somebody push him down the stairs?
Yeah, okay.
That's what he deserves. Because bullies never win.
Good point. Evidently, the recent teaming of two of your friends, Mikey and Joe, to go against for the tag team titles.
I wish them all the best of luck. I know these guys pretty well, and hope they win. Like I said, I don't like Wolf Cage and Lethal as tag team championships. They don't mesh well.
Okay.
So the future, the new future.
The new future.
That's the word I use for that.
All right. So, another recent event that's happened in here is, well, we talked about the return of Andrews. We've already talked about that. The title changing hands. Well, you're a part of that. Becoming the internet champion. Let's put it that way.
My new shield, yes.
Your new shield. Okay. How do you feel?
I feel awesome.
Feel
right. Got a new defense. You always need a shield.
It's true. Okay. Plans for the future.
Going for the bigger shield.
Always keeping an eye on the bigger prize, huh? Yep. All right. Well, evidently this podcast is actually going to be a little bit short today, but we're going to end it like we always do. Predictions of the upcoming year.
Me with the new shield.
Okay.
Mikey and Joe with their shield, their tag team shields.
With the double shields?
Yeah.
All right.
Their team. Let's see. Wolf Cage, obviously, he has that briefcase that entitles them to a shot to the Second City shield. So I'm pretty sure he'll catch that in soon. Get the big win on him.
Right.
Hopefully lose those tag team championships because I don't like him altogether.
So you think he can go against Cornfed Kenny for that title?
I think he could. Like I said, I know him pretty well. I've been in there with Cornfed. Lost to him at Gold Rush.
Well, at Warfare, he's going against Night Terror for a rematch for that title. If Night Terror wins, you think Cage can take out Terror?
He picks his opportunity. Jimmy did it. Did you see how small Jimmy is and how big Steebles is? You pick your right moments, anybody can win.
Okay. Well, folks, this was Big Dan Dangerous. This is the Danger Zone. Once again, Hellraiser, thank you so much for being on it.
It was great. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, guys. And see you next time. Don't forget, March 14th is Warfare.